Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of welterweight action between Sugar Ray Leonard and Julio Cesar Chavez. Sugar Ray Leonard's coming down to the ring right now, and he does so with a certain gamesmanship, putting forth that attitude to his opponent, telling him, I'm the man, and I know it. Julio Cesar Chavez is almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Little get to know you here in the opening round scheduled for 10. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Oh, what a hook upstairs.
Teddy, you expect any surprises from Chavez?
No, that's his greatest strength. He doesn't surprise you. That he's always consistent where he needs to be consistent. He'll be putting pressure on, but he'll be thinking in there. He'll be looking as the rounds go on for weaknesses.
Chavez is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Blocks the headshot. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Solid straight right hand. Leonard's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. He just missed that shot up top. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Halfway through this round. Oh, what an uppercut. Big uppercut lands from Chavez. Leonard's feeling the sting of that big uppercut. And there it is, coming with the jab by Julio Cesar Chavez. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Nice block by Chavez. Good block by Julio Cesar Chavez. Good power punch, the right hand landed. Blocks it away. Crashes home with a hook. Big left hand for Julio Cesar Chavez. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss. Oh, things opened up, and he was able to place the right hand well. Well, he may be in bad shape, but all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches and survive.
You know, boxing is a funny business. It's a metaphor for life. You know, sometimes you have somebody outside and they don't say what they want to say. They have to have a drink, a little alcohol to start saying the things that are on their mind. Sometimes a fight is no different. You know, he gets hurt, and now all of a sudden all his inhibitions are gone, and now he's doing all the things he's supposed to do because he's not thinking about anything except the things he should have been thinking about. It's automatic.
And now he scores well with a straight right. Missed the target with that hook.
He's tired. He's tired. Keep working the body.
Halfway through round number. With Chavez early on in a fight, how can you get a sense that things can be headed his way?
Because his approach never changes, his setup mentally. It's always the same, it's always steady. Even when you go back, look at him in the corner. He looks like he's just out for a walk. He doesn't even take a deep breath.
Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. Frustrating his opponent with great defense.
Keep working the jab.
Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Julio's. Chavez's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. A headshot blocked. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. He nearly lifted him off the ground. Chavez has been hurt by that. Big shot comes crashing home. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? Well, that's the best noise he could ever hear, the bell to end that round. He was getting battered there. Chavez is lucky the bell rang when it did.
But it's little consolation to him because guess what? There's still plenty of bells, and they're not the church bells ringing in his head.
Leonard's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Chavez is not putting forth much offense at all. Now listen, I get it. You put forth some offense, you got hurt, you were stunned in this fight, so now you're strictly thinking defense. But at some point, he's got to change.
Yeah, he does. Otherwise, he can't win this fight. And his opponent is just going to keep coming like that ocean, banging into that shore, and it's going to come further up the shoreline. It's not going to go away.
There you go. That's it. That's it.
Good left hand by Chavez.
Move your head.
A clean shot lands upstairs by Sugar Ray Leonard. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. That's a huge left he just scored with. And all of a sudden, the tables turn. Chavez is rocked.
What's good for you is good for him.
Chavez able to get rid of that punch from his opponent. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. There's a straight right hand. If you had to add anything to Sugar Ray Leonard's arsenal, what would it be? Where is there room for improvement?
No, I don't think, to me, this is a guy, and I don't say this too often. I don't know, very rarely, and if I do, it's with the old-time fighters, you know, not the contemporary fighters so much. There's not a real lot to add to Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, this is a guy that has developed in every area that you would want a fighter to develop in. And I think that the greatest thing about him in some ways is he has that great sense of anticipation, like Ali, you know, Roy Jones had those kind of fighters. But he doesn't depend only on that. He puts it in with good technique.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. 3 rounds in the books here, a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Chavez has got to find that one thing that will separate him from his opponent so far, because it's an even fight.
And I think that one thing is the jab, because on the outside, just a little bit too often, they're both playing the game a little bit like, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. If somebody just decides to use the jab in those dead spots, they're going to separate themselves.
That's a good block by Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard's combination punching is working well here. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Leonard's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Unload! More punches!
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Chavez. Scored well up top.
From those punches, move your head.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. And he's holding. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well.
Come on, kid.
A classic 1-2 combo by Julio Cesar Chavez. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Lands that hook to the midsection. Chavez is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Well, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up, because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body.
You gotta land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You're losing this fight.
Leonard's got to find an answer for this because his accuracy has been well off the mark. I like the fact he's willing to throw, but he needs to land.
Yeah, he needs to calm down and think more.
Nice strike after catching one by Chavez. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Chavez is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. And he engages in the clinch. There it is! Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff! He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Leonard's going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beat the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around there wobbly right now. So what he's got to do is grab on a little bit and walk. Walk to the ropes, kill some time, make the referee come in between you and break you.
Chavez has been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Keep your head moving.
Go get him!
There you go.
Leonard's able to avoid that punch.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind him how he got there because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
Chavez is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Chavez.
Unlock! More punches! Tired! He's tired! Left and right!
Nowhere close that punch by Sugar Ray Leonard. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Leonard's being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Nothing there on the punch by Sugar Ray Leonard.
You're not focusing! That's it!
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. We come to the end of this round. In and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Into the side, and boom. Counterpunch.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Chavez is making for a very, very difficult night for his opponent. His opponent knew this was coming. He knew he was going to fight on the outside, but the jab is really doing damage.
Well, his opponent knew this was coming. Why is he not blocking that jab or moving his head and getting away from it?
Keep moving. Keep moving. Smash to the body.
That was a miss by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Working the body.
At the halfway point of round 7.
Relax. Relax.
Keep that head moving. Take it off. Uppercut. Some more head movement.
Move your head.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Chavez is putting on a show here, defensively putting on a show.
And it's helping his offense because, you know, he's creating holes. He's creating opportunities, holes that he's filling as he makes his opponent miss.
And round 7 comes to an end.
Leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Don't just walk in. Walk in with head movement side to side.
It's all yours, baby. But you gotta keep working. Keep working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, okay? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight, but don't get lazy.
Start of round number 8. It's been an interesting one so far. He finds himself down even though he has scored a knockdown.
Yeah, and he deserves to be, Joe. After that knockdown, he went to sleep. He just stopped working.
Good block there by Julio Cesar Chavez. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Nice, nice.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Good sell. Work the body.
He missed with that headshot. Chavez is throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
The halfway point of round number 8.
Just like that. Just like that.
Leonard's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
Come on, kid, bump it. Let's go, hit him.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Sugar Ray Leonard's fighting this fight as if somebody glued the bottom of his shoes to the canvas, Teddy.
Somebody should check that right now. If I was in the corner, I'd call the referee over and say, hey, can you check that for me?
Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway.
Come on, baby.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. What a good counterpunch by Sugar Ray Leonard. defense just covering up down low. Halfway through the 9th round. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Leonard's proving to be elusive. Chavez is clearly committed to the strategy of footwork, of movement, of staying away and staying out of trouble.
Yeah, he's got plenty of air in those tires, and he's making sure that he's using them. He's spinning them around that ring. He just has to make sure that he doesn't get predictable where he's going straight back. He goes straight back, you can always time him.
And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Keep moving. Keep throwing the jab. Keep him away from you, okay? Just relax.
This is it, 10th and final round as they face off against each other.
You gotta protect yourself.
Move your head.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Chavez has stumbled back. He just got hurt. Leonard's in him. Solid. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. He rises to his feet, but now some questions to be answered.
Well, the old-timers would say you've never seen a fighter tested till they've been on the floor. Going down is one part. When you get up, what do you do? Not just get up. What do you do now?
Keep moving. Gotta see those coming.
Chavez is clearly affected by that. Big shot. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Chavez is back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Not able to land the headshot. way to protect the midsection. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Little volume punching to the body there. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
So there's the final bell in a fight nobody thought they'd hear the final bell in.
Now, it looked like Rock'em Sock'em Robots early on, but then all of a sudden, guess what? They started boxing.
Julio Cesar Chavez's reaction to that draw being announced was classic. It really said it all. Teddy, you thought he won the fight.
Easily. And I'd like to see these judges explain to me or explain to a commissioner how they came up with these scores.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.